given to understand from sources that a trade team that's led by India's chief negotiator, Rajesh Agarwal, has extended its stay in the United States by one more day, even as both countries are looking at ironing out differences before the July 9th deadline. We're given to understand that talks between both sides remain deadlocked as New Delhi is resisting lowering duties on agriculture products. That includes dairy and GM crops. Remember, that indicates India's firm stance regarding the sector, and government, remember, is keen on protecting India's interests. Moreover, sources suggested to ET Now last week that India has not opened up this sector for any earlier deals as well, and is pretty insistent so far as protecting this sector is concerned. So differences on these key issues pertain, on which India and the United States are yet to come to an agreement. Perhaps this is the last leg of talks before the July 9th deadline, and hence these ongoing talks and negotiations are very critical. Sources also suggest that India is insisting and pushing hard for getting a competitive edge and is asking concessions from the United States for labor-intensive sectors that includes gems and jewelry, handicrafts, textiles, garments, etc. Remember, India and the United States earlier this year decided to take bilateral trade between the two countries to $500 billion by 2030. However, sources told ET Now last week that India has warned that doubling US trade will be impossible without broader tariff cuts, and officials have called for both nations to prioritize lowering overall tariff barriers. So that's the latest as far as trade negotiations between India and the United States are concerned.